As a business owner, you're familiar with people getting close to a sale and then suddenly dropping off. There are lots of reasons why a lead might visit your site, make moves to buy your product, but then not seal the deal. People get distracted before they click the buy button and might need an extra nudge to remember why your product is so valuable. And that's what abandoned cart systems are for. These automations are one of the quickest and most powerful ways to recapture lost sales and increase your bottom line. They remind your leads of products they were looking at before they left your page and give them a gentle reminder about what's waiting for them in their shopping cart. In this video, I'll show you how to build your own abandoned cart automation. You'll 1. Create a new automation map, 2. Add your trigger, 3. Set up your goal, 4. Set up your reminder emails, and 5. Publish your automation. Let's begin. The first thing you'll do is create a new automation map. The easiest way to set up an abandoned cart automation is to use one of our wizards that'll do most of the legwork for you. But in this video, I'm going to teach you how to set this up from scratch. Once you're familiar with the elements that make up an abandoned cart automation, you can customize your own. Open up your automations collection and click Add New Automation. Name your automation map in the top left corner. Let's call it Abandoned Cart Automation. Now you'll add your trigger. This trigger will add contacts who visit your order page to this automation. The idea is that once contacts visit your order page, they'll do one of two things: buy your product or choose not to buy your product. Pretty simple. This automation will automatically segment your contacts into those two groups. To do that, you'll need to add them to your automation as soon as they visit your order page. Click the plus sign next to your default Added to Automation trigger and click Add a Trigger. Click the Add Trigger button on the trigger pop-up. Select Visit to Landing Page from the drop-down if your sales page is built in Ontraport. If your sales page is built with a third party, select Contact Visits URL. Keep in mind that you'll need to set up Ontraport tracking on your third-party page, or else you'll have no way to know who abandons your cart. Check out our Ontraport setup video, Add Tracking Script to Your Site, for more info on this. Your automation will actually tell you if it's able to find your tracking script on your site. If your account can't find your tracking script, you'll get a pop-up with links to help you get set up. Go ahead and click Visit to Landing Page for this example. Then select your page from the drop-down. Let's take a look at the settings on the left. Your trigger should have these settings. You're going to set up your automation so that the only people who stay on your map are the ones who abandon your cart. Now, it's time to set up your goal. Your goal is what's going to separate the people who visit your order page and buy from the people who visit your order page and bounce. You'll set up a goal that moves contacts if they purchase the product you're selling. This will automatically segment your contacts into the two groups I just described. Then you'll edit the wait step that's attached to your goal. This will set up automation just for contacts who don't buy your product after a specific amount of time. To do that, click the What Happens Next element below your Visit to Landing Page trigger. Choose a goal element and click on it to edit your goal's settings. From your goal pop-up, click the Add Goal button. From your goal drop-down, select Purchase as Product. Then, pick the product you're selling from your product drop-down. Take a look at your settings on the left. The default trigger settings say that we should move the contact here if they're already on this map, and that's exactly what we want to do for this use case. So no changes here. Click Done to save your goal settings. Throw an exit step after your product is purchased goal so that the only people who stay on this map are the people who've abandoned your order form. Click on your End element to edit it. Check the Remove Contacts from this automation when they reach Here box. You'll see that your End element turns into an exit step. Now your automation looks like a trigger, followed by a wait, followed by a goal. You can tweak it by adding a line of automation for visitors who don't purchase your product. Click on the Wait Until Goal is Reached element to edit it. In the Wait Here Until drop-down, select Some Time Passes and add 1 in the Hours section. You'll see in your settings that it says or continue immediately when the attached goal is achieved. This is the magic that segments your buyers from your cart abandoners. Look at your wait element on your automation map. You'll see an alternate line of automation. It'll send an email that will go only to people who visited your order page but did not buy your product within an hour. Click Done to save your settings. Let's also take a second to wrap up the What Happens Next element below your Added to Automation trigger. You could add an exit or end step here if you wanted, but it's a good idea to add a go-to element so you can easily add a test contact to test your abandoned cart emails. Click your What Happens Next element below the Added to Automation trigger. Select a go-to element from your Filters tab. Click the Move icon on the dotted line below your go-to element and drag it over to your goal's attached wait step. Okay, let's move on and set up your reminder emails. Abandoned cart systems usually include 3 emails, each with its own specific strategy. I'll show you the 3 key emails, but be sure to check out the 5 message editors video to learn more about creating your emails. I'll start with email number 1, the helpful reminder email. You'll send this first email right after your hour-long wait step. In it, you remind your visitors about the products they left behind. It should list or display the items left behind, include a link back to your order form, and offer support and answers to questions your visitors might have. Next, email number 2, the friendly nudge. Send this email 1 day later. Check the Then Wait Until the Time of Day Is setting on your wait. Then pick a time in the morning, in your contact's time zone. The morning is when most people are checking their email for the day. This second email should create a small sense of urgency, but don't go for a hard sell. Let your customers know that the product they were looking at is popular and may sell out, if that's the truth. And include a link back to your order form. Finally, set up email number 3, the Hail Mary. This email is sent 3 days after your visitor abandoned their cart and can be more persuasive than the others, since it's your last attempt to hook them. In this email, you might consider adding a free shipping or a discount on the order. Check out our Types of Offers video for more info on using coupon codes. Let's wrap up this line of automation by adding another exit step to the empty What Happens Next element below your 3rd email. Finally, you'll publish your automation. Take one final look at your automation before publishing it. You have a trigger that adds your contacts when they visit your order page. If your visitor buys your product, they'll be moved by your goal and exit your automation. If your visitors don't buy your product within an hour, they'll get your first email, the helpful reminder. If this email gets your visitors to buy, they'll be moved to your goal and then exit your automation. If your first email doesn't get your visitors to buy, your automation will wait another day and then send out your second email, the friendly nudge. If this gets your abandoners to buy, they'll leave the automation. If the second email still doesn't get them to buy, you'll send your final Hail Mary email a day later. This email offers your contacts a discount or free shipping, along with a hard sell for your product. If your 3rd email doesn't get them to make a purchase, there really isn't anything else you can do. At this point, you'll stop sending them emails about your product. Once you're happy with your automation, click Publish and then Save and Publish to make your automation go live. Sweet. You just learned how to create your own abandoned cart automation. Now you have the tools you need to set up an automation that can capture sales that might have disappeared otherwise. Watch more of our videos to learn all about fulfilling digital orders and more.